So sometimes you begin your day much as you ended the last day. But if we were standing in your physical shoes, when we would awaken, we would acknowledge, oh, fresh start. I can push the reset button. I have complete control over my point of attraction right here, right now. And I will look for things that feel good, no matter how far into my past I have to dig. I will look for things, no matter how sifting I have to become, because I understand we're speaking for you. I understand that what I think and what I feel equals my point of attraction. And what I allow or disallow from this magnificent vibrational reality that I have crafted is completely dependent, contingent upon what I do right here, right now in preparing my point of attraction. So as we've been talking to Esther about this point of attraction, she's reaching for the best word to describe it. For a while, we called it the grid, sort of like this framework that would fill in with details, like the frame of your house, and then it fills in with all of the other beautiful things. So there is this vibrational grid that you establish. She found words like climate, this atmosphere, this environment. It's like the petri dish that the scientists so carefully prepare so that they can grow exactly what they intend to grow in their scientific experiment. This is what you are wanting to do. You're wanting to understand you have a point of attraction, and we love you so much. You know what's coming next. You haven't been tending to your point of attraction all that well. Because instead of setting your own tone, establishing your own vibrational circuitry, instead of deciding how you want to feel and harmonizing with the energy that creates worlds, that makes you all powerful, do you know what it's like when you tune in to the energy that creates worlds? You are more powerful than millions who are not, you see. And so, doing a sales job here. We just don't think that if we were standing in your physical shoes that we would ever think that it would be a very good idea to respond to other things that other people are doing and use that as our basis for attracting everything that comes to us. We would do it on purpose. We would say, world out there and people of the world, I love you very much and you got a lot going on, but these are the things I choose for me today. I want to appreciate where I go. I want to feel good. I want to bless this planet and all that it is. I want to feel good in my body and appreciation for it. And I'm going to practice myself in to those vibrational frequencies. And then here's the best part. Then you get to be those sitting on the front row of your own manifestations. You get to see the results of the climate that you have deliberately prepared. And another thing that's wonderful is that the first day when you wake up, oh, I'm awake. I'm going to think my thoughts on purpose. You might not make it till breakfast or to teeth brushing. You might not make it far. But if you'll again do it tomorrow and again do it tomorrow and again do it tomorrow, a week or two or three or four in, you will have substantially changed your point of attraction. And the evidence as things flow from your vortex into your realization, first in the form of emotion, and next in the form of clear thought, and next in the form of rendezvousing with this one and this one and this one. Life is supposed to be really, 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 really fun for you. And unless you are in the driver's seat of your own life, it isn't, you see. So now you know everything we know. We've enjoyed this interaction immensely. We hope you have a really good day. We are eager to talk with you about anything that matters to you. There is nothing that is off limits. You will notice right from the first person who we play with that it is our dominant intent to help you find a vibrational point of attraction that will serve you. That will serve you. So we are not really good sounding boards, not for long, other than maybe just establishing the point of the conversation about what's going wrong. Because we see no value in helping you to describe in any detail an event, an experience, opportunity that has not yet shown up in the way you want it to, and hold the vibration of why you don't want the rain active in your vibration. We want to talk about why you want the rain. We want to talk about why you want the gig, why you want the job, why you want the lover, why you want the fun, why you want the clarity, why you want whatever it is that you want. Because whatever it is that you want is a wonderful thing. You've crafted it out of what you've lived, and it's valid, and it is a reality, and it is a vibrational reality, and it is ready to pop for you. You've just got to find resonance with it. And that's what we're all about here. So let's go find some resonance.
Right.
We just want to ask you one question. Is there any question in your mind about where you went wrong?
No.
So do we have to beat that drum until it becomes your chronic now? Or can you stop beating that drum and start beating the drum of where you've gone right? If you hear what we're saying, that law of attraction is responding to you here and now. So here you are. I get it, Abraham. Law of attraction is responding to me. This is my point of power. My point of power is right now. And source energy is shining to me and through me and adoring me. So my best resonance is to find that feeling. My most powerful beingness is to find resonance with my inner being who adores me, who appreciates me, who adores me, who loves me unconditionally. But I can't do that right now. I got to do step 4. I can't do that right now. So I'm going to make a list of all the things that I did wrong. And I know full well that my inner being will not go there with me, because my inner being never goes there with me when I beat up on myself. So I'm just going to do step 4. And I'm out here on the raw and ragged edge because my inner being isn't going to come with me, because my inner being will not condemn me just because I am condemning me. And in fact, the negative emotion that I feel is evidence that my inner being will not join me. If my inner being would join me on the beat up on me phase of this 12-step process, then I wouldn't feel the separation between my inner being and me, because there would be no separation, because my inner being would be beating up on me too. But since my inner being won't beat up on me, then I'm choosing to beat up on me, which means I'm choosing to separate myself from me, and I am delaying my recovery, because my recovery is all about my full resonance with the well-being that is mine to have. Ooh, that was the best ever. The best ever. So now, let's take it a little further here. So I get it about my point of attraction, and I understand about this resonance, and I understand that source is pointed to me and through me. So you all heard all of that. Now we want to talk about something, because this is a subject that we began with here today, and it's a subject that you are so ready to understand, that you are so ready to allow things to begin to manifest in your experiences in the way that you've wanted. You're so ready to actually give the physical birth and have the realization of so many of these things as they move from your vortex of creation into your point of attraction, into your grid, into your climate, into your atmosphere, into your beingness where you are. So as you stand in any moment, talking about all of you, as you stand in any moment, you are doing one of two things. You are either reacting to something that's going on in the physical world, or you are reacting to the grid that you've prepared. You know the phrase you all use all the time? Maybe not so much anymore, but it was rampant for a while. I want to let you know where I'm coming from. Well, are you coming from your practiced climate alignment with source? Or are you coming from this vantage point that humans have about one thing or another? And you've trained yourself to come from that vantage point. That's what very conditional love is. When I look out into the world and I look at that condition, I feel good. And so I'm experiencing love, but it's a conditional love because I needed that condition to present itself to me. I needed to sift and sort and find that condition. And now that I found that condition that causes me to feel good, I feel love, but it is a conditional love. Would you agree to that? Mm-hmm. Now, because I'm looking out there, because that's what I'm used to doing, because I'm used to caring what this one thinks and this one thinks and this one thinks. I've been taking the polls of my own life. I've been listening to others. So I've conditioned myself to look for conditions in order to make me feel good. But I'm sort of all over the map on that because the squeaking wheel sort of gets my attention. So when I see a condition that makes me feel good, fortunately my conditional love does feel good. But when I see a condition that makes me feel bad, now I feel like I need to control that condition, but I can't. Mm-hmm. because it's happening in another part of the world, or because it's happening to someone else. So now my conditional love isn't serving me very well because I can't control the conditions. You're with us so far, aren't you? What condition can you control? What can you control? You can control your relationship with Source. You can control the thoughts you think right now. You can control the momentum that you get going. You can control waking up and looking for positive aspects. You can control how lovely you feel about yourself in time. You can control that. And that is what unconditional love is. It's never needing the conditions. Jerry and Esther's wonderful book publisher said to them early on, don't read the reviews. And Jerry said, but look at all of these really favorable reviews. And Reed said, yeah, the favorable ones will call you and the unfavorable ones will break your heart. Don't practice the condition. Don't practice needing approval from out there. Find it where it's always offered, because Source is loving you unconditionally, whether you're on step 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 9 or 10 or 11 or 12. Source has always loved you. It is your finding reasons not to love you that is at the heart of everything that has been uncomfortable to you from the beginning of your conscious awareness that you were uncomfortable, you see. So we're not saying throw the program away. We're saying modify it in your own mind. Okay, step 4 accomplished.
Thank you.
Did you do step 4? Yep, I did it. I did step 4. How do you know? Because I feel forgiven. I feel forgiven. I know I did it right because I feel so good about me. I feel so good about me that I don't need to cover up the bad way I feel with something to drink or something to shoot or something to snort. I feel so good, unconditionally good. I don't need other conditions to cover up how I feel. That's how good I feel. Step 4, done. We've enjoyed this interaction more than words can explain to you. It's exhilarating to come together with those like you who are understanding who you are and stepping into that role with more conscious awareness. Nothing feels better than to reach for something and find it, and then to reach for something more and find that too. Nothing feels better than to feel your own empowerment and to project it deliberately. Nothing feels better than to be the uplifter that you were born to be and to get to witness the results of your upliftment. It is so delicious to be in your physical bodies, getting to experience the full-blown manifestation of your thoughts. Creativity just doesn't get any more delicious than that. This conversation, this ongoing conversation that we have here in these forums, truly is the leading edge of all that is. Because the life that you have lived has cued you up to the place that the next logical sequence of events happens. And to be consciously cued so that you are aware of it as it happens is what we most desire for you. Jerry was all the time saying to us, Abraham, but what do you want? What's in this for you? What do you get out of this? What is your desire? And we say to you powerfully today that it is our desire that now you have rested in this vibration of complete alignment, that you notice in the days that unfold, that are coming up next, the evidence of what you accomplished here. Making that association will set you on the path of never again being afraid of anything and being eager about anything. We want you to know that there is nothing that you cannot be or do or have. There is nothing that is off limits for you. There is nothing that's too big for you or too great for you or out of reach for you. There is nothing that you cannot experience. But you want to bless the experiences that help you to parlay your desire to greater and greater heights. Because the more you allow yourself to dream and desire, then the more possibilities of the full experience of all of that. You can't get it wrong and you will never get it done. And our friend explained it to you better than we have ever. It's all for fun. It's all for fun. It's all for fun. It's all for fun. It's all for fun.